Once upon a time, there was a village where the land was parched and dry, completely devoid of water. In this village lived a little girl named Aria. She suffered greatly from the lack of water, struggling even to find a drink and unable to play freely. One day, to escape her sadness, Aria wandered into the forest outside the village. There, she spotted a beautiful, glistening seed she had never seen before. It wasn't an ordinary seed. It was a magical seed. Though small and shiny, do you know how much power was hidden within it? Aria wished to take the seed home. She thought to herself, I'll grow this seed into a big plant, and it will bring rain to our village. Aria planted the seed and watered it daily. But the plant wouldn't grow. Kids, a seed doesn't just become a tree on its own. Do you know there's a big struggle happening inside it? That tiny seed lies alone in the dark soil. The sun beats down from above, and it needs to put down roots below. It struggles immensely to break free and emerge. When we start to learn something new, isn't it hard? When we learn to ride a bicycle, we fall. When we do math problems, we make mistakes. It's the same for the seed. It struggled a lot to come out. There's pain and hardship inside it. That pain is what helps it break open and emerge. Little Aria watched it and felt very sad. But Aria didn't lose heart. She thought, I must try harder. She changed the soil, tried a different pot, put it in the sun, put it in the shade. Do you know how many ways she tried? Many times she failed. Oh no, I can't do it. Aria was very disheartened. One day, completely exhausted, she suddenly sat down on the ground. Just then, a small light emanated from the magical seed. From that light, a tiny Buddha's voice was heard. His words were not just for the magical seed, but very important for all of us kids. Little Buddha called out in a very calm voice, Aria, Aria. Aria looked up in surprise. Little Buddha continued, Aria, every time you fall, it's a new lesson. It doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're going to rise stronger. Do you know what this means, kids? In our lives, when we fail, it's never the end. It's a new beginning. To grow from a tiny seed into a big tree, sometimes you have to fall. Only by falling can you learn how to get back up. Every time you try, it's like taking a step forward. Falling isn't important. Getting back up is. Our little Buddha tells us a great truth here. If we try once and fail, we shouldn't give up. We must keep trying. That magical seed must have struggled so many times in the soil. It must have yearned to see the light. Similarly, no matter how many times we fall while learning something, we must get up and try again. Every effort will move us forward. The belief in your heart is the greatest strength you have. If you believe you can achieve anything. Believe, Aria, you can definitely do it. This is the most important lesson of this story. You must have faith in yourself. Even if you are small, if you have great belief in your heart, just as that tiny seed became a big tree, you too can become great. Believe in yourselves, kids. Little Buddha's words gave Aria new courage. A small smile appeared on her face. She picked up the seed again. This time, she looked at the seed even more carefully. She changed the soil mixture, watered it just enough, and sat next to it every morning and evening, thinking, you must grow well. She kept telling herself, I can do it. I will grow this plant. Her face was full of joy, her heart full of confidence. This is self-confidence. Believing in ourselves that we can do it is self-confidence. Aria had a lot of that self-confidence. Day by day, a miracle happened. A tiny green sprout emerged from the magical seed. Aria was overjoyed to see it. Tears even came to her eyes. She thought, my efforts weren't in vain. That tiny sprout slowly began to grow. Every day, Aria watched it and was happy. Leaves appeared and then buds. That plant stood as a symbol of her self-confidence and perseverance. The hardship that little seed endured, the effort it took to emerge, now stood as a big plant. Do you know how beautiful that plant was? It was the fruit of its struggle. One day, the plant grew into a magnificent tree. It was a beautiful day. The tree began to bloom. The flowers were very unique and shiny. A small light emanated from those flowers. That light grew bigger and bigger, covering the entire village. Suddenly, dark clouds began to gather in the sky. The whole village went dark. And then, do you know what happened, kids? It started raining heavily. The entire village was filled with joy. People ran out and danced in the rain. They shouted, "The rain has come! The rain has come!" Aria smiled at her plant. Little Buddha's voice echoed in her mind again. Your belief is your greatest strength. Yes, kids, Aria never gave up on her efforts and self-confidence. Just as that tiny seed struggled in the soil and emerged, Aria too never gave up on her struggle. That's why she was able to bring rain to the entire village. Do you know what this story teaches us? Effort. No matter the task, we must put in a lot of effort to do it. Even if we fail once, we must try again and again. Just think how much even a seed struggles to sprout. Self-confidence. We must believe that we can do it. If we believe in ourselves, we can achieve anything. As Little Buddha said, our belief is our greatest strength. Perseverance. Once we start a task, we must work tirelessly until it's finished. When difficulties arise, we shouldn't give up but get back up. Many challenges will come into our lives. Sometimes it might feel like we can't do it. At those times, remember our little Aria and the magical seed. As Little Buddha said, falling isn't important. Getting back up is. Never give up on your belief. All of you are very talented and confident, just like Aria. If you set your mind to it, you can achieve anything. So, from now on, whenever any difficulty arises, you won't forget this magical seed, Aria and Little Buddha's words, will you, kids?